Hi, this is Kelly, your certified health coach.
And this is Scarlett, your life coach here in the Valley of the Sun. And welcome to Hot in Arizona. But it's not very sunny.
Nope,
And
it's
it's
not
definitely
hot.
not hot. So
It
I'm
is
loving
gorgeous.
this.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I love overcast days.
Me
How
too.
weird, right?
Well, we don't have enough of them,
No.
so
No.
yeah.
No. I love overcast, cloudy days. I think they're just fabulous.
Yes.
So how you been?
I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah, doing good. How about you?
I'm awesome, actually. Doing
Yeah.
really well. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But last week
Uh-huh.
we talked about vision boards.
Right.
And you said something that has stuck with me
Uh-huh. Okay.
that I kept thinking about. And we had talked about the vision boards, and I said, I talked about the law of attraction, because you know I'm big on that,
Yep,
right?
you are.
I am totally big on it. For me, it totally works. And what did you say?
I said that I have doubts about it, that I want to believe, but I always have
But
doubts.
your negative, you said my negative mind
Yes. My negative
creeps
mind.
in.
Yep, exactly.
And you know, I don't know if you meditate. One of the things that, you know, I didn't like about meditation is my mind wanders.
Yes, mine too. I have a hard time with meditation because of that.
And so they tell you, you know, let it come in and then let it go out, right? But more keeps coming in. It's like somebody opens the door. And I thought about what you said, that negative mind.
Uh-huh.
And I thought about, you know, we try so hard, especially, you know, the beginning of the year. It's a new year.
Yes.
So we set resolutions, we set goals, you know, we do vision boards. But so many of us, the reason that we don't fulfill these goals, meet these goals, and succeed is because of our negative mind.
Yes.
It's like it creeps in there.
Absolutely.
It creeps. And you and I talk about this all the time.
Uh-huh.
Because it just seems like no matter what, here it comes.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, why?
Right.
Why do we do this?
Right.
And men and women both do it.
Absolutely.
But I think as women, you know, we internalize everything, right? We internalize it. So, you know, men just get angry. They just get pissed off and they verbalize it. They, you know,
rant and rave and kick
hit something. Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly. And then they get over it. And we internalize it. And so it shows up in different ways, and stress and, you know, weight gain or depression or different ways that it shows up. And I thought, what the heck? And so I was kind of like reading about why do we do these things? Why? And the negativity is actually kind of built in there to protect us.
Yes.
It's like the fight or flight.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if we didn't have the negative, if we weren't thinking, ooh, you know, something's going to get me, then when something did walk up, we wouldn't be prepared.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So we do have to have that as part of our genetic makeup.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
But how do you learn to differentiate what's real and what's not when it comes to the negativity part of it? You know, it's kind of like, you know, when you have somebody who has high anxiety, how do they trust themselves that they're actually feeling real fear, or is it just themselves?
Right. And I think that's where it's important to really kind of like have honest dialogue with yourself when you do feel that coming in. When you do like again, you know, we talk about this a lot and why we do this. I mean, people who have these self-doubts, you know, that's why they stay in bad relationships. That's why they stay in dead-end jobs. So you have to kind of have that dialogue with yourself where you say, okay, what's really wrong?
Right.
What are you are you afraid? Are you hurt? Are you angry? Do you need a cookie? What is it? And you need to have that. I mean, that's what we do to children, right?
Right.
What's wrong? What is really wrong? What are you upset about?
Right.
And we have to continue that dialogue with ourselves so that we can recognize, well, why am I feeling this way?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? When we're little, again, okay, we're always nice to little kids.
Right.
We're always, you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're so pretty.
Yep.
You're so smart. Oh, look at how cute you are. And so you grow up and you're like, yeah, I'm cute. And, yeah, I got cute shoes and you really do have a pretty good sense of yourself.
Uh-huh.
Unless you got crappy parents. And,
right.
and there are those out there.
Absolutely. Sadly.
It is. But then as we get older, that's when that doubt starts creeping, because somebody says,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's dumb.
Well, kids are mean.
Oh, they are.
Kids are mean to each other.
They are mean to each other.
And so, when you have those kids that are feeling self-doubt themselves, and so then they turn around and they're mean to other kids to make themselves feel better,
right?
Then it leaves you with that feeling of, well, I guess I'm not all that.
Right. Exactly. Well, that's exactly it. That is exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the 5-to-1 ratio.
Mm-hmm.
For every one bad thing that is said, it takes 5 to overcome it.
Yes.
But we don't always get that 5.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It's like, you are an idiot, but your hair's pretty.
Yeah.
Well, you're not. That doesn't have. That's no. It's like all you're feeling is, I don't give a shit what my hair looks like. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, but that's what you, and so you have to have these 5 things, but we don't always get that.
Right.
We don't always get that. I was always told growing up that, I was the best thing since sliced bread.
Mm-hmm.
I could do anything. I was so smart, and I succeeded at everything.
Yeah.
I had a Midas touch, and all it took was that one person.
Ugh.
That one person that made me go, what? Really?
Yeah.
I always thought I was the hottest little trick in shoe leather, and everybody I met was dying of love for me. What?
What are you talking about?
and it was, and that was my first husband.
Uh-huh.
And so it really, I was like, wow, it didn't really make sense. It's like, you say you love me, and yet
Right.
you're saying all these bad things about me that, why do you wear hats? You don't look good in hats. Your family put you on a pedestal, and I'm going to knock you off of it because you don't deserve to be up there. And, I love blondes. Well, then why the hell didn't you marry one?
Right.
Like, wait a minute. You're not making any sense. And so all this doubt comes in. It's like, wow, maybe I'm not all that. But, that's why he's an ex.
That's just right.
That's why he's an ex, because I am all that.
Yep. That's right.
And that is what is so important, that it's important to keep that self-dialogue so that you can recognize this and get these people out of your lives.
Right. Exactly.
It is important. I feel now that I have a good support system, that when I do things, they go, oh, yay. And they might look at me and go, oh, no. but they're like, no, you can do this. Just don't do it where I can see. But I think it's really important that we do that for ourselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a conversation that I have with my daughter all the time, because she's always putting herself down. I'm ugly, I'm stupid, and why don't guys like me? And I'm like, no, you're not stupid,
Right.
and you're not ugly, and I just, people are so cruel to each other. I don't understand. Why can't we just be nice and lift each other up?
Yeah, because there always has to be a winner. We have to feel like, I'm better than you are.
Right.
It's like, and a lot of it also is her age, because everything is very competitive when you're younger. And when you do get to our age, it's like, I want you to succeed.
Right.
I want to see you succeed.
Right.
It makes me happy when you have these triumphs.
Right. Exactly.
And, that's because you're my friend. I don't feel like I'm in competition with you, because I have different gifts.
Yes.
Your gifts are different than mine.
Right.
And that's what makes it so great.
Right.
That's what but And yet, we still get in our own way.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes, which I'm still trying to understand, people are afraid of success. And I think maybe because when you're successful, that is when those other people want to knock you down.
Yeah, absolutely.
The higher you go, they're like, no, you need to come on back down.
Right.
Because of their own fears.
Right. Exactly.
Their own insecurities, where someone has told them that they're not as good.
Right.
So I really do think that it is so important to really surround ourselves with those who are going to be supportive of us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And if the others fall away, that's great.
Yeah, you're not losing anything.
It hurts for a minute,
right?
But really, what
are you
losing? They're not bringing anything to you.
Yeah.
They're not bringing anything to the table.
Exactly.
And unfortunately for younger people, I think that that's hard. Because they want that acceptance and they want to be liked. But I think, if you keep that internal dialogue going, okay, so what is it? What is it that I'm upset about?
Right.
What is it that I'm truly afraid of? And then let's go from there. Like with your daughter. She's young, she has a lot going on. So you think, okay, so let's pick one thing.
Right.
Let's pick one thing to work on that you think is, something that's going on in your life that you don't like. Let's pick that one thing to work on. And I thought, we were talking about vision boards. What a great thing to put on your vision board is the words. Because I know people like pictures.
Right.
But you're a word person.
I am a word person.
And I think it would just be, you are worthy.
You are worthy. Everybody is worthy.
You are worthy. And you are successful.
Yes.
And you are smart.
Yes.
And I think by looking at those things every day, like in The Help.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And she was saying that to the little girl.
Yes.
What was it? You was smart.
You was
kind. And I don't remember what.
He was beautiful.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
But I mean, that was important. That is
all the
every
time.
day.
Yes.
To know this. And it's not gonna, not every day you're gonna wake up and, go tilt windmills. But you're going. There will always be that little bit of doubt because again, that protects us.
Right.
It protects us. One thing that is really good is journaling.
Journaling is amazing.
Journaling
terrible
really
at it, but it
helps.
really
I know. I know because I'm not consistent.
Yeah, same.
I'm not consistent. But when those doubts are coming in, just start writing. People, it doesn't have to make sense.
Right.
It only has to make sense to you.
Right.
So if you just want to write words, it doesn't have to be a sentence. It doesn't have to be a story. And I think people get caught up in that.
Right.
It has to look pretty. It has to sound pretty. No. Just put the things that, what are you feeling afraid of? What is bothering you? What is holding you back? And then those are the things you try to work on just a little bit at a time. Because if you bite off too much, then you get, you're
right.
like defeated. You're like, oh, this is too much. I don't want to do it today. And
right.
If I didn't do it today, then I might as well not do it tomorrow.
Exactly. Well, yeah. When you have too much, it's overwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be. It can be. But I think journaling is a really good way to do it. Meditation is also good for those that can and do like to meditate.
I'm impressed with you.
Yeah, right? Also, like talk therapy. If you have somebody that you can just talk to.
You know what's funny about that is that I have this friend, he calls and he talks nonstop about work.
Yeah.
And just vents and vents and vents and vents and vents. Finally, I was like, "Hey, do you need to stop? So you're getting a little worked up and whatever." And he's like, "No, it actually helps me to vent." Okay.
That's good.
So yeah.
But as long as it doesn't affect you,
right,
in a negative way,
right,
and that again goes back to what we've talked to before. do you just want to vent, or do you want my help?
Right.
Because if you just want to vent, go for it.
Right.
I vent to you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And you're just smiling out your head. Okay, Scott. And I'm like, cool, feel better.
Yep, exactly. Sometimes that's what you just need. You just need to vent it out, because I vent to you as well.
Right.
So.
And it just helps, and that's good. That is good. As long as you have somebody who is willing to take that on and not, again, do you need my help, or do you just want to vent?
Right.
And go from there.
Right.
That's not going to judge you.
Right.
You don't want to be judged, because again, that's going to put that self-doubt.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's going to put that self-doubt in there, and you don't want that. So yeah, I think that is just really, really important, that we keep that dialogue going with ourselves to find out what it is that is truly upsetting us.
Yes.
What is it that is truly upsetting us? Are you hurt? Are you sad? Are you angry? And then go from there. And do not be afraid to set boundaries.
Yes, boundaries are so important. So important.
If somebody is doing this to you, it's abuse.
It is.
That's just abusive. And you don't need that.
Right.
You don't need that. Get rid of it.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, divorces can be expensive, but so is your health.
Yeah.
Your physical health, your mental health. And you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. I think that everybody can be successful at the things that they want to do, and not everybody wants the same things.
No.
Right? For some people, success is just making sure that the kids are still alive at the end of the day, right?
That's right. That's right.
If everybody is there alive at the end of the day, that's a good day.
Yep, and it changes.
That's fine.
It changes as your life changes.
It truly
as you get older, when you're younger, yep, that's exactly what your goal is, to get your kids through the day safely and alive.
Yes.
And then as you get older, then those goals change, and you're like, okay, now what? Now what are my goals?
Right.
So.
Right, and don't be afraid to go after them.
Right.
Because you do deserve it.
Absolutely.
You're worth it. You're absolutely worth it. So, did you ever do like a science fair when you were younger? I don't think I did. My kids did.
Yeah, we had to. It was part of our grade.
Yeah, I don't remember ever. I don't remember
what my projects were, but
I went to like a different school for elementary school and stuff. So, but yeah, I don't remember that. But my kids did. My kids did. And there's always that kid who does the experiment with the plants.
Yes.
And you talk all pretty to one plant.
Yeah.
And, oh, you're so pretty, and look at your little leaves, and look how good you're growing. And then, they have the other plants, like, you are an ugly little plant. I think your daddy was a weed, and you talk bad to that little plant.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, the one plant that you talked nice to is flourishing and growing, and usually like twice the size of the plant that you talked down to.
Right. That's
all wilting and getting brown and feeling bad.
Sad.
But then you can talk to that plant good, and it will come back.
Yeah.
And it just amazes me, because people are the same way.
Yeah, isn't it?
It amazes me that, it's a plant.
Right.
But people are the same way. And like I said about the 5-to-1 ratio, all it takes is that one word.
Right.
And we will dwell on that. So be so careful with kids.
Oh, yes.
If you do say something, you build that back up 5 times more. It's gotta be. It's gotta be, because they're like those little plants.
Exactly.
They're like those little plants.
Exactly.
Wow, that felt kind of like a bummer. But that brings us to what's hot.
Yep.
In Arizona.
Yep.
So, I have self-doubt, and I always say I can't grow plants.
Yes,
right?
you do always say that.
I do. I always say, I have black thumb. I have black thumb. Not that I'm proud of it, because I want to grow plants. I want to have a vegetable garden. And you posted a picture.
I did.
On your social media, you bought some cute little pots.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I was so excited. I'm standing at Dollar Tree like, oh my gosh, these are so cute.
Adorable, cute colors.
Yes.
Little pots. And then you also showed a seed starting kit.
I did.
Which looks really cool.
It is very cool. Very cool.
Now, I'm not too hip on all this stuff. I'm going to have to do some researching. But I, too, got some seeds.
Yay.
I ordered mine through the mail. Only because I'm a sucker for this stuff because it was pretty and colorful. And, and the carrots looked so great. And so Burpee, keeps sending me emails. I'm like, okay, I'll order. So I did. So I have to stop by the post office and pick those up. And then I started thinking, I think that it is important to, I got non-GMO.
Good.
And I know that you had maybe last year, a couple years ago, you had a really good garden. You had gotten organic soil from a nursery.
Yep.
So I started looking around and I found a local nursery. And actually, they have locations all over the valley.
They do.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is called Summer Winds Nursery.
Yeah.
And we happen to be at the one at Bell and 67th. It's between 67th and 63rd Avenues. And it's on the north side of the highway. So if you're coming from the east, super easy to get to. If you're coming from the west, you got to make a U-turn. But that's okay. Really nice place.
Oh my gosh. I could spend hours in here because it's like every kind of tree, bush, plant, flower. I mean, they have house plants, they have cactus, they have trees, they have the stuff for your vegetable garden. They have pots like you would not believe. I mean, these big, huge, massive ceramic pots.
And they also carry talavera. I know some people collect talavera pots, which is a ceramic, reminds me of it's a Mexican pottery.
Yeah.
And it's really pretty. It's very pretty. And there is, they've got a greenhouse and they've got, like you said, the cactuses and flowers. And they also carry organic soil.
Yep.
Before COVID, they taught classes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm hoping they'll start up again. Maybe just make smaller classes. Yeah. People can wear masks, do social distancing, because people like me need a lot of help. We need a lot of help. But this year, I'm growing a garden.
That's so awesome.
I'm going to do it. And now is the time here in the Valley of the Sun to really get that start.
Yes.
Starting the seeds so that we can transplant later. And I don't know if we can actually plant in the ground this time of year. I think we can, but I think we kind of have to be a little bit careful with freezing at night. But definitely you can start inside.
Oh, yeah.
You can definitely start inside, get some herbs growing, and I am really, really looking forward to it. I am going to be doing a lot of self-talk, telling myself what a great gardener I am.
That's right.
Yeah, I may have to get one of those beekeeper hats. You laugh. But you know it's true.
Yes. I am terrified of bees.
Laughing.
I am terrified of bees. I really am. I love the bees because of what they do for us, but oh my gosh, I am so afraid of bees.
I used to be, because I am afraid of being stung.
Yes.
And so I used to be. I'm afraid of Africanized.
Yes.
And I don't like that mess at all. But most bees I have found are really quite gentle. They, especially like the big,
big
huge,
ones, yeah.
fuzzy bumblebees.
Yes.
They are so flippin' cute, and when they come up to you, they just want to look at you.
Yeah.
That's all. So if you just look back, they fly away. They just want to come and go, what are... Oh, no, never mind. And then they leave. It's like they thought they knew you, but no, it was somebody else. And they go away. I have a lot of bees, actually, where I want to put my garden.
Oh.
And they live in the brick wall. In my brick retainer wall. which is, we all swim there, and the
Mhm.
dogs go. They don't bother anybody.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they come out and they're like, hey, we're gonna go do bee things. It's like, right on. And then at night they come back. They're like, hey, we're back, and they go back in their and they leave us alone.
Huh.
It's
that's good.
yeah. Right now it's very good. So but I still, it's other bugs that fly that freak me out.
Yeah.
And I don't want them like getting caught in my hair, and
Right.
it's just gross.
Right.
So yeah, I will be getting a beekeeper hat, and that's okay, because that will help me with my success, because I know I'm going to be successful.
You are.
I am going to be successful.
My biggest goal for the next, as far as gardening is I want to clean out my trailer more than what I have, so that I can make room for like a little cart, because I want to do microgreens.
Oh.
And you have to have darkness and then bring them up into the light.
Wow.
So I'm just really trying to figure out
That
how
is
I can do
awesome.
that. So
That is
we'll
awesome.
see if I can make that work.
Oh, I'm sure you can. I'm sure. See, again, I can make this work.
I can make it work.
I will make it work, and if I don't, I will just go off to a different direction. Just again, it's without self-talk. We can't say, don't ever say you're a failure.
Right.
Don't say it. Just, maybe that part didn't work. I'll try something else.
Right.
But it's not a fail.
Right.
It's just something different.
Right.
But I'm really excited for you.
Yes.
Yeah, because if anybody can do it, you can.
Yeah, I'm excited to
Seriously.
try it. If you do microgreens and you have lettuce and things like that.
Well, and that's
It's good for you.
kind of why I want to do a garden, because my kids, they might as well be
Yeah.
my guinea pigs,
Yeah.
because they have to have fresh veggies every single day,
Right.
and yeah. So, and I hate going to the store. You can't buy too much because it goes bad,
Right.
and I hate having to go to the store all the time. So it'd be nice to just be able to go out and here's your lettuce. Shut up. But I think that it is very important that we remember that we are worthy
Yes.
and we are enough,
Yes.
and not to let those negative thoughts creep in. And when they do, acknowledge them.
Yep.
Find out truly why we are feeling this way. And then try to get rid of whatever is making that happen.
Absolutely.
And if those are outside sources,
Bye-bye.
yeah, it's adios. And then get yourself out to Summer Winds Nursery.
Yes.
You know what? Just walking around makes you feel better.
It's relaxing.
It is
totally
really relaxing. They're beautiful to look at. Something free to do.
Yeah.
And you never know what you're going to learn or see when you go to a nursery. Most nurseries, everybody is so nice, and they want you to succeed.
They do.
As a grower, they want you to succeed. So they're going to tell you, here's what you can use. Here are the best things. And because they want you to come back, buy more.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
they want you to succeed and to be really, really proud of yourself. I tell you, people get so proud of themselves when they can grow vegetables.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing.
It is amazing. It is such a sense of accomplishment.
It really is. Like you and I both follow something on Facebook. It's
Yes.
the Phoenix Backyard Gardens.
Yes.
And that page is so amazing because everybody is so uplifting and
Everybody.
congratulations. And this one guy was like, I spent $100 and I got this one carrot, but I am so proud of myself for this one
Some
carrot.
people are like, look at my squash, and then they have like the contest for the smallest.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, well, here's mine. But
It's
it is
fun.
no matter what, it is a sense of accomplishment.
Absolutely.
And it is an absolute win. So remember that you are worthy and you are enough, and go out and visit Summer Winds Nursery.
Yes.
Until then, if you're watching this on Facebook, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this with your friends, because you never know who needs to hear it. You can follow Hot in Arizona also on Instagram, where you will see pictures of all the fun places that we go. And you can follow me, Scarlett, on Facebook and Instagram at HeartPrinceAZ.
And me, Kelly, on Facebook and Instagram, Healthy Heart and Happy Soul.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.